What's up, YouTube? Malkel here, and today I'm going to give you an overview of the Warrior Masteries at level 10. Okay, so here we are in game, and we have the Warrior Mastery open. It's a little different than what you would have seen from the Shaman video because there are some nodes here in the center, however, they're not functioning. So I wouldn't recommend taking any of these nodes here because the devs have told us that these are not currently functioning. So yeah, the left side is the Bastion tree, or the tanking tree, and the right side is the Warlord tree, or the DPS tree. We'll take a look at the Bastion tree first. We have Improved Bash 1, which is just going to increase the damage of the Bash by 5% and reduce its cooldown by 2 seconds. We have Keen Edge 1, which increases the threat of assault by 10%. We have Overreach 1, which increases the range of the taunt ability by 5 meters and reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds. We have Hammering Blow, which is actually an ability unlock. It gives you a new skill, which you can get at level 8, but requires 5 points in Bastion. It's going to hammer the edge of the shield into the enemy, dealing physical damage and increasing your physical mitigation for 5 seconds. We have Short Burst, reduces the minimum range on Storm by 2 meters. We have Shield Proficiency 1, which requires a level 5 with 5 points in Bastion. We have Unfettered Posture 1, which increases the duration of Brace by 0.5 seconds and reduces the movement speed penalty by 10%. On the Defensive 1, which will make it to where when you use Quell, you gain 5% armor for 8 seconds. Improved Hammering Blow, which will increase the damage for each stack of Broken Guard by 2%. Additionally, Hammering Blow's hit chance is increased by 5% when the target has 3 stacks of Broken Guard. Broken Guard is applied by the Sundering Strikes. By Strike of Breaking, not Sundering Strikes. Sundering Strikes 1 will improve the Broken Guard by 2% by giving it more threat on the target. Jagged Edge 1 increases the threat generated by Rupture's initial damage by 10%. Improved Mocking Blow will increase the threat generated by Mocking Blow. Improved Guarded Strike will increase the damage of Guarded Strike and the block chance bonus by 2.5%. Okay, so that's what you get initially. Looking at these, I would probably say some good picks would be taking Broken Guard. If you're going to be tanking in a group, then definitely some Guarded Strike, I feel like would be pretty good. On the defensive, get the Rupture tick, get the Unfettered Posture, grab Hammering Blow. This was 6 points spent, so you'd need to be level 6 for this, which means you would have this online. You'd have your Hammering Blow, so I'd probably improve that. We can get increased block chance, but you know, I'd probably still go Hammering Blow. Something along those lines would be pretty decent, I feel, for Bastion. So let's have a look at the Warlord tree. Alright, Readiness 1, which will reduce Storm's energy endurance cost by 10. That will, of course, just improve as we go down the line. Increasing the damage of Assault and reduce its cooldown by 1 second. I would definitely take this as a DPS, without question. This transforms your Guarded Strike into Vicious Strike. Strike an enemy with a Vicious Blow, dealing physical damage and putting them in a staggered state for 6 seconds. While staggered, your next Assault, Rupture, Punish, or Mighty Blow gains additional effects. Assault will deal 5% increased damage and generate 1 additional battle point. Rupture increases incoming physical damage on the target by 2.5% while Rupture is active. Punish applies Vindication for 6 seconds. If the target dies while Vindication is on the target, you regain 5% total health. And Mighty Blow increases the Mighty Blow chance to hit by 2.5%, and its crit is increased by 4%. So you're definitely going to want to take Vicious Strikes. Increasing its damage seems very reasonable as well. Longer Ruptures to help you keep Vicious Strike bonus going easier. Strike of Breaking being transformed into Strike of War. I mean, can't go wrong there. Strike to damage an enemy's resilience, dealing physical damage and applying 1 stack of Armor Break for 30 seconds. Armor Break increases physical critical damage on the target by 15% per stack and stacks up to 3 times. Seems very good. Got another improvement for Bash over on the Warlord side as well. Increased hit seems very reasonable, especially if you're in groups fighting high-level mobs. Chance to hit, yeah, seems very good. I'd probably go down the Assault line, getting double tap. Assault will have a 15% chance to strike an additional time with your primary weapon. The second strike cannot generate battle points. Seems very, very good. Can't get this improved cleave till 18. I don't really think these Storm nodes are very worth it, but if you really want Storm to be cheaper, Storm causes initial damage of your next rupture within 5 seconds to deal 10% more damage. Meh. Storm deals additional damage to targets above 80% health. If the target's below 35%, shorten the cooldown. All of this seems kind of meh to me. Sharpen point 1, increase the damage of Javelin by 10% and reduce its cooldown by 2 seconds. Doesn't seem too worth to me. I'm probably just going either for more damage on Vicious Strikes. I don't think going for less threat's worth it. Splitting Strike seems pretty good. If you're not really fighting in a group, like fighting purple mobs and such, you could opt out of this, hit, and potentially pick up some of this. Maybe like this, per se. We've also got access to all these nodes up here, though. Dual wield specialization, reduce the offhand damage penalty while dual wielding by 15%. It seems like two-hander has been the preferred playstyle from most people's testing. It seems to be doing more damage. If you do want to dual wield, definitely could be worth getting these dual wield specializations. If not, you know, here's two-hand weapon specialization. Seems very good. 2% more crit while using bladed weapons. Critical hit while using blunt. Critical hit while using piercing. Honestly, they could just combine all these together, in my opinion. That'd be really nice. But, you know, we have what we have. At level 12, you could unlock Punish, which will strike the target with a vicious blow, dealing physical damage. Punish has a 10% chance to become available when Rupture's Bleed ticks. So this is kind of sounding a lot like Taste for Blood from WoW. Seems like that would be very similar. Punish critical hits, increase the Rupture Bleed damage on the target by 10% for 6 seconds. Punish gains 5% critical hit against targets affected by Rupture. So this is all about keeping Rupture up. Reminds me a lot of Arms Warrior in WoW. At level 12, we could also get Banner of Onslaught. Not quite sure what this does, since it doesn't have a description. They really need to put a description on that. If you continue to go down the Vicious Strike, seems like this is just an improvement to the 3 abilities as before. So definitely going down this way would be very good. Your critical hits now have a 5% chance to generate a battle point. Oh, that sounds amazing. This sounds incredible. I would definitely go into some of the crit nodes and pick this up. Mighty Blow deals 15% increased damage against targets that are bleeding. I mean, that's basically 15% more damage, because we should always have the target bleeding as a DPS warrior. Could lean into cleave some. Yeah, so if it's me, I'm definitely getting double tap here, and I'm probably going for hit if I'm in a group. Otherwise, maybe some more crit with whichever weapon type I want. And then either this or this. Probably this initially, and then once I get a couple of these crit things online, then I'm thinking getting some of this for just to feed more damage into, you know, feed more crit into this so you get more battle points so you can spend more stuff, and then maybe juice up mighty strikes or mighty blows into getting more damage that way. And then, you know, this will all lead into, you know, things in the future that I'm not really going to get into later because they're just much higher level. But, you know, something like this, you know, these abilities are just, they're going to be insane. But yeah, that's basically a quick look at the level 10-ish masteries for the warrior trees. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and it was helpful to you. If you did enjoy it, consider giving me a like, comment, or subscribe, or catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Malkel. I'll catch y'all later.